You've seen editors that are insane on After Effects, but they're still broke. Meanwhile, a guy who is cutting simple TikTok videos is making $500 a day. Today, I'll show you how. The best paid editors, they aren't always the best editors. Let me explain. The skill editors, the ones with insane motion graphics and sound design, usually end up stuck or broke, charging by the hour. Meanwhile, the so-called average editors are pulling $500 a day, not because of their skills, but because of a system. So here's the reality that nobody talks about. Some of the editors who are making $100 a video are technically better than the 2K a month editors. Yet, the 2K a month editors are making 10 times more money. Why, you may ask? Because income isn't about skill. It's about packaging, systems, and consistency. And I'm going to prove this today with hard numbers, real client examples, and a system you can literally copy and start using today. So stick with me, because once you see this, you'll never look at editing in the same way. High-paying clients, they don't care about how smooth your transitions are. They care about one thing, and that's predictable results. Can you deliver content that keeps engagement high, drives clicks, and grows their business week after week? If yes, they'll pay you, and they will pay well. Let's do the math, for example. If you do 12 TikToks a week, that's 48 in a month. If one sale per video nets $50 profit, that's $2,400 in profit. And then paying an editor $1,500 to produce all 48, that's a no-brainer for most brands. So you see, you don't need perfect editing to become predictable. You just need the numbers to make sense. So skills doesn't equal income, but systems do. Here's the takeaway. Skill is just overrated. Your ability to consistently deliver, batch work, and run a reliable system will make you $500 a day. And that's even if your edits are basic. And this is exactly why average editors are quietly outperforming the skilled ones, and why you can too. So one of the first things you need to do is sell ROI and not labor. You need to stop thinking like a freelancer charging per hour. Because I know that most of you are always charging by how much raw footage they send over. You need to completely stop with that. Because clients, they don't want to pay for your time. They want to pay for the results. So when you start framing your work as a content machine that drives engagement and revenue, suddenly even the average editing becomes high value for the clients. So here's the difference between a freelancer and a system operator. A freelancer says, I'll edit your videos, while a system operator says, I'll produce 12 TikToks a week that drive consistent sales. If you were the client, which one would you pay more for? I think the answer is pretty obvious. The first one sells labor, and the second one sells outcomes. So instead of editing, you need to position yourself as the person who runs their content pipeline. Your skill will now become the glue in a system that consistently pushes results. And clients, they pay premium for reliability. But now you might be scared to take that step. What if my edits don't perform as the clients think? Or what if my edits can't bring in sales or growth? But if you think this way, I have something to tell you. No high-paying client cares about perfect cuts. They care about hitting deadlines, growing their audience, and generating revenue. So if you can package that in a good way, you're already above 90% of editors. So this is how to design a retainer offer, because your offer determines your income. Don't sell editing hours. Sell a weekly output of content that delivers results. The clearer, the simpler, the more irresistible. Here's a good example that I mentioned before. $1,500 a month for 12 TikToks. That's $125 per video, predictable workload, and predictable income. You're no longer negotiating hourly rates, you're selling a systemized product. Now, let's break down how you can hit $500 a day plus. 12 TikToks a week, that's roughly 3 hours of editing per week. And $1,500 a month, divided by 3 hours, that's $500 a day. And even with basic edits, you're earning like a top tier freelancer. And now, not all content is short form, so a 2K a month retainer for 4 videos a month is just as viable. Because this works with any offer, because you're selling output and not skill. So batch it smartly, and one client can cover multiple days of income. Here's the difference between a good versus bad offer. A bad offer says, I'll edit your videos, and a good offer says, I'll produce 12 videos a week that your audience engages with, ready to post consistently. See the difference again? One sounds cheap, and the other one sounds like a solution that the client can't refuse. But you need to make outreach that gets replies, because even the best offer doesn't matter if nobody sees it. So you need a one-line outreach that speaks to ROI and not labor. And here's an example of a one-liner that one of my students uses. And it sounds like this. I help niche produce 12 TikToks a week that increases sales and engagement. Interested in a free strategy call. It's short, clear, and shows value immediately. And I've seen editors send one DM that sounds like this and land a $1,000 a month retainer. Because it's not luck when you do it this way. It's clarity and positioning. So here's an example of a good DM and a bad DM. A bad DM sounds like this. Hey, my name is blah blah blah, and I have edited for this many years, and I have skills in these programs, and I can help you edit your videos. While a good DM sounds like this. Hey name, I will produce 12 videos a week that grow your audience and revenue consistently. Did you notice how the good DM flips the client's perspective and they see ROI and not effort? But now, I've got a gift for you. If you still feel confused with what outreach you should send and how you should do it, I will stop that for you today. Because my Outreach Kit 2.0 is the shortcut, ready to send scripts, swipeable templates, and messaging that actually gets 1K plus clients to reply. It's the exact system that's already helped my students generate over $25,000. So grab it now, the link is in the description and in the first comment. Copy and send and get paid. But once a client bites you, you need a repeatable onboarding system. The faster and smoother it is, the less room for doubt and the quicker you can bill. So here's a simple onboarding system you could use today. Step 1 is a quick strategy call to show you understand their goals. Always start with some sort of call because it builds trust. It shows that you're real, it shows that they can trust you, and so much more. So always start with some sort of call. Then after the call, you should do a demo edit to prove that you can deliver. And after the demo edit, you should have a retainer agreement. They sign and you start. It's simple, reliable, and repeatable. Because once again, the client stays for reliability and not effects. Clients don't care about effects at all. They care about that the deadlines are met, content is consistent, and that growth happens. Get this right and your average editing becomes premium income. Most editors, they think that they need to be amazing at editing to make 1K a day. That they need to be amazing at editing to bring the client's results, to bring the client's sales. But that's completely wrong. The harsh truth is that clients don't pay for skills, they pay for results, as I've said. And most of the time, worse editing attracts an older audience. And an older audience have a much bigger chance of actually buying a product and bringing the client's sales. So even if average editing is delivered right and done right, it can generate premium income. Another big myth that I hear often is that I have to work 8 to 10 hours a day to make $500 a day. But that's false. When you batch your work, systemize it, and sell output instead of hours, $500 a day is possible in just 3 to 4 hours. Here I have an example of me using this system. One of my clients was paying $4,000 a month. The editing wasn't cinematic or flashy, it was just consistent and reliable. They stayed for the results and peace of mind, not worrying about how their content would look. And your fear of being bad is actually an opportunity. Most editors, they overthink skills. You over-deliver with a system and reliability, and suddenly being an average editor is more profitable than being a perfect editor. But now meet my student Alex. He's in his mid-20s, he has 3 years of editing experience, and he was stuck doing $200 projects that barely paid for his rent. He was burnt out, undervalued, and frustrated, wondering if editing was even worth it. Alex, he was spending hours on edits, but the payoff was tiny. No clients respected him, no repeated business, and constant stress. Does this sound familiar? But then he came to me and I helped him flip his mindset. He was no longer selling hours, he was selling results. And he created a simple retainer offer, 12 TikToks a week for $1,500 a month. He changed his outreach scripts to show ROI and not edits. And within just a few weeks, Alex landed a $4,000 a month client. And editing skills, they were about the same. The difference was positioning, offer, and consistency. And I hope this is proof that you don't need to be perfect, you just need a system. But now, picture this, 5 to 10K per month. No more stressing over one-off projects, just consistent retainers, predictable income, and freedom to create your own schedule. You can forget chasing random $200 gigs that eat your time. Because with this system, clients chase you, and you pick who to work with. So again, here's the truth. $500 a day is not reserved for the skilled editors. It's for editors who follow a proven system, position for ROI, and consistently deliver. So implement the framework, send your first DM today, and start landing retainers. And if you still feel lost and that you can't implement the things that I just said, I had a solution for you. The second link in the description takes you to my mentorship, where you can book a 60-minute free strategy call, where we together can go through how we can implement this system for you. So you will get a clear map to follow. So if that sounds interesting, then click the second link in the description and I will meet you in the call. And if you're not interested in a call but still feel lost writing outreach, the first link in the description takes you to my free outreach kit with 10 templates that you can copy and paste, and it has already helped students generate $25,000. And if you want to go even more in depth on how to charge premium rates, then click the video on screen right now. And remember, don't just watch, take action.